Well, hello and welcome back once again. Still with all the snow. I was watching one of the channels I watch regularly, his video, and I agree with him. He said, man, I'm sick of this. Yeah, the only time snow is cool is when you're in your house looking out at it. Any other time, I don't care much for it. Well, today is D-Day, so to speak. I'm going to be getting my van out, my work van. I have not been to work, well, in a week, 5 days. So I've got to get my van out and head back to work. So I am pretty confident. There's been our neighbors have 2 cars that I don't think are all-wheel drive, and don't think they're front-wheel drive. They may be, but anyway, they've been getting out. I couldn't go anywhere literally till Thursday. I think it's the first day my neighbor took his car to work. So I guess I could have gotten out Thursday, but I was already scheduled to be off Friday. So I just went ahead and took off the rest of the week. Or took vacation days, whatever you want to call it. So my plan for today is to make sure I get my van out. I'm going to go to town, get some gas, and then hopefully be able to get Robin's little van repositioned. She could take the 4-wheel drive. She shouldn't have to go anywhere until Thursday of this coming up week. So it's going to be, forgot to look again to make sure, I think 30 degrees Tuesday. I think it's 30 degrees. Wednesday, just a little bit warmer than that. And then Thursday, a little bit warmer than that. But one of those days, I think it's Wednesday. It might be Tuesday. There's a chance of rain. Actually, every day after today, it's going to go up just a little bit. Then I was looking at the future for the 10-day forecast. The week after that, I believe it was Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I can't remember what day. It's supposed to be 45 degrees. Man, that will definitely feel like springtime. So we're going to have to deal with it. You know, I can only get so much uncovered till you get to ice, and the ice you can just keep going back and forth, and sometimes you break through it, most times not. So we can drive over it. The 4-wheel drive pickup is going in and out, no problem. But the little two-wheel drive could be a problem on the driveway. But we'll try to get Robin's van repositioned, because it's sitting in a spot where there's no snow or ice, but all around it there's about that much. So she has to go up and over it, and I can't get to it that close to the vehicle with the tractor, because the tractor it'll shift over a foot in a heartbeat on that ice. So we're going to deal with it and see what happens. And here we are. Now you would think the way this looks, I would have no problem getting out of here, and I may not. you'd be amazed how quick this van gets stuck. I found out last year. Now, I will say, we don't have as much snow to put up with as we did last year, but we have more ice. But I would rather have more snow. I got a spot here. Solid. Can't even do it. The shovel's gonna do nothing with that. So my best bet will be to just put her in drive. I am going downhill somewhat. I don't want to go too fast because I don't want to just right across into the bank, because then I will be stuck and I'll have to pull myself out with the Gator or the tractor one, which we did that once last year. I'm hoping I can just go ahead, do a little turn there and stop right down there, because what I'm going to end up doing, if that happens quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and stop and get the tractor and go ahead and clean all this off right here as best I can before I even go to town, because when I come back, I don't want to have to hit that one spot there. And if I can back in to this right here, I think I'd have a bigger area to turn to leave tomorrow. Or if I can get enough and just have it sitting right here, turn that around so you can see what I'm talking about. If I can turn it around here and have enough to park it right here to right and head down. What I was doing last year, because my wife wasn't going anywhere at night, none of us were, is I was coming home from work, pulling in, backing up, and I was just parking my van right here. That way in the morning I can just head on out. But like I said, we had more snow to deal with last year. All right, I'm going to get her started up and hopefully be able to get this ice off top. Maybe I better do that first, get the ice off the top of the van, because I don't want a big 10-foot long sheet of ice just come flying off and hit somebody. So I do want to try to get that off of there first. Seems like a good idea. I'm going to show you real quick what I'm dealing with. Most of that is the thickness of the ice. I'm going to say the ice is about 2.5 inches thick on top of here. So that's pretty much what we're dealing with on the driveway also. All right, back at it. All right, guys. I don't know how good of a picture you got, but we're getting ready to try to pull her out. See what happens here. Looks like we're gonna make it. Testing the braking out, and it's not even sliding. All right, so I'm gonna put her in park, turn her off for now, and then I'm gonna get the tractor and clean that spot off before I go to town. All right, I didn't film the tractor part of this. Should have, because it was something else. It is really slick down here, especially once you take that top layer of snow off. Really slick. So really what I'm worried about now is when I go to back up. Y'all remember this concrete. If y'all remember, this concrete has a lip on it. So when I back up, I got to get a pretty good running start, almost straight at it. It shouldn't be a big deal. But I'm going to go ahead and take my flat shovel and scrape this off and put some salt on it. Put some salt down here too. So this should be wide enough for me to get my van on. The concrete comes all the way to right here. Right here. But to be honest with you, I'm tired of messing with this stuff. So as long as I get a spot where I can back the van up and it be able to not be too crazy spinning. I mean, last year I got stuck on a flat spot because there was just a little chunk I couldn't get over. But I did not have this concrete. Robin, if you've seen some videos from the summer, our neighbor was getting some concrete done when he was putting his new trailer in. And the person, the guy doing the concrete, dumping the concrete, my wife just decided to ask him if he ever has an overload, and if he wanted a place to dump it, he could dump it here. And it was like the next day, there was some people doing some footers down the road, and they seriously missed it by a lot, because we got a section of concrete here about, I don't know, 18 foot long, 10 foot out, 12 foot out for free. And it's about that thick. So he said he would, you know, keep us in mind if he ever had some other ones. He said he was out about this way all the time. Never happened, but you never know. Maybe it'll happen next year. But anyway, so that has helped out a lot this year. I mean, as you saw a minute ago, I got out no problem at all. I went ahead though, the day before the snow hit, I went ahead and parked my van down here because I knew it was going to hit. So everything under my van was clear. That did not happen last year. So, all right, let me go ahead and get started on this. Got this one section here, tractor just can't get to. I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna end up dumping a bunch of salt on it. And then maybe I can hit it when I get back. What's happening is when I go to hit this piece of ice, tractor tires just start spinning. As soon as you put any pressure digging in with the bucket, with the loader bucket, it just starts spinning. So I chopped it up with the box blade the best I could. I'm just going to throw some salt on it. Should be okay because it's got concrete, it's not the gravel. And then I'll see what it looks like later. All right, everybody. There we go. Figured I'd film it since it's been such a big part of my conversation. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. It's really slick on the driveway, actually. But we had a little coating of snow last night. What you gotta watch out for is the people coming down the road. Looks like I'm clear. Oh yeah, we made it up fine. Alright, heading to town.